Hello. Wouldn't you know it? We're only a few weeks late from the show that I was supposed to do, you know. But it doesn't matter. It's getting done now, and it's getting done the way that it should have been 3 weeks ago. Let's get it started, though. The first match of the night, Mamba versus Ray Lethal.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Ghana, West Africa, weighing in at 215 pounds, Macho!
Former X Division and hardcore champion and I think television champion Mamba coming to the ring here tonight as he's going to face a very tough challenge in Ray Lethal. Yeah. Yeah, I did. To be perfectly honest with you, I've been sitting in my room with everything ready and set up to go and just sitting on my phone for about an hour instead of doing it. So, yeah, if that says anything.
And his opponent from Dallas, Texas, weighing in at 322 pounds, the Beast Technical Ray!
The big man Ray Lethal coming to the ring here. And what a challenge Mamba has against him right now. This man, Ray Lethal, is 1-0 in singles competition. Of course, in trios competition, not so well, but that's behind him now. The past is over with that. But Mamba currently sits with a 8-5 record in their last matches on Legacy. Ray Lethal defeated Mike O'Connell. Mamba was defeated by Hunter Quinn. Of course, Hunter Quinn in the main event tonight. Got that to look forward to. Starting things off, Mamba tried for a running start and was instantly put in his place. The quickness usually to the advantage of Mamba, but so far not really working out for him as he was able to quickly get away, but he got shoved away. Gets behind him into that wrist lock shoulder breaker. He's gonna have to try something. Takes out the leg. Oh, Lethal with the Saito suplex. capo kick. Mamba can't get a grasp in this matchup. He's trying everything he can to get some offense, but every time he seems to be just running into a brick wall. Oh, that elbow didn't take him down. He's going to have to try again. Lethal, though, not allowing it, sends him into the ropes. Big spine buster again. Lands him down with that inverted crush. Pins him, but releases the pin after a 1. Oh, Jesus. Ray Lethal driven for that X Division Championship. Could be seeing him going for it at the pay-per-view, whenever that may be. Big German suplex. What is Lethal doing? Ray Lethal going to the top rope. And big cannonball. Mamba, though, oh, God, no. Mamba got one reversal and Lethal was back up to his feet. Oh, but he sends him over the top with an incredible show of strength. And yet again, he's got to fight away. Takes out the knee. A very sound strategy. Take the big man out at his base and work from there. Is now the armbar shoulder breaker on the floor. He's got the right idea, chop at a limb, but he's going for the arms instead of the legs, and that probably is a very bad choice in my opinion. Oh, big uppercut. And again. DDT. He's finally getting us some offense in. That's finally showing some signs of life. Picks him up, and both men face to face, as for a second it seemed like they were going to both get in the ring, and Mamba throws him up the ramp. What is Mamba thinking here? Hammerlock and the arm breaker. Maybe trying to keep him down long enough for that 20 count. Boot to the gut. Lethal blocks that strike. Oh, wait a minute, Mamba. Oh, the Hero's Welcome. I think that's what it's called. I might be wrong on that. I think the Hero's Welcome might actually be the boot, but either way, big splash. 15. They need to get back in the ring here soon. But like I said, I think they might just try for that count out, which I don't think I will allow. At least not in our first match. Jesus Christ. Come on, get back in the ring. Count of 18. And both men back in the ring. Oh, wait a minute, Mamba. Oh, the Michinoku driver. 1, 2, no. A very great feat of strength there by Mamba as he was able to lift him up in that fireman carry into the Michinoku driver. He just needs to keep on the offensive here. Pulls back for the neck breaker, drops him down. But Lethal ankle pick and shatters the knee there. Another big splash, this time in the ring. Once again, the inverted crush, plants him. No cover attempted on this one. Oh, big roundhouse kick, and wait a minute. Oh, big hammer fist to the side of the head, straight into this octopus stretch. Mamba could be done for here. There's nowhere to go. Oh, he got his foot on the rope, but he also was able to break the submission. Mamba, cover. 1, 2, no. Oh, a big knee to the head. Seems to have busted Ray Lethal. Oh, but at the combo kick. Lethal frustrated after that knee busted him open. Now sends him to the buckle. While trying to grind that tape on his face. He's got taped feet. He's trying to grind the tape and disorient the opponent. But Mamba with these punches straight to the temple. Shoulder breaker once again, and of course, maybe using that, oh, Judas effect. I was about to say, using that marker of tape on his shoulder as a sign of injury, but Lethal doesn't seem to be fazed by it. Off the ropes again for another big splash. Oh, but Mamba back up, but he's caught straight into the Samoan drop. 1, what? The referee with the slowest count ever. Jesus Christ. Forearm smash by Mamba. Sending him into the ropes. Big pop-up forearm. Or pump forearm more so. Now he's going to snap the fingies once again. Corners him. You can see how tired Mamba is here as he gets that knuckle lock. Springs to the top. Oh, the shoulder breaker. Covers him now. 1, 2. No, Lethal's able to get out at 2. Big elbow drop as Mamba's continuing his offense here as he's trying everything he could possibly do here from the middle rope now. Big uppercut gets dodged. Lethal fireman carries him up into a Michinoku driver of his own. To the gut. Made in Japan. 1, 2, and Mamba still in this match, but he's reeling from that offense. As he's somehow up to his feet, Lethal turns him around, knee to the face, big lariat. Oh, wait a minute, Mamba with a quick roll-up though. 2, no. Pump forearm again, dazes him. Shoulder breaker once again, straight into that Fujiwara armbar. He's doing everything in his power to stay in this matchup. We know Mamba, even if his recent track record isn't the best, he's never been scared of a fight. It's the 2 count. Once again, throws him off guard. He doesn't know what to do. But he's going to try one last move here from the top. Big elbow drop, but nobody home. Mamba now back up to his feet. He gets caught with these strikes. Oh, missed that. Oh, missed, but sent him to the ropes after he got dodged. Cover attempted here. 1, 2, no. Mamba wisely rolling out of the ring at the moment, but Lethal to the top rope. A dangerous thing for this big man to do. Oh my God. I don't think he got all of that senton, but he got enough of it. At least for the moment. Stomps to the face and now charges him. Pump forearm misses, and so does the combo kick. He rolled out of the way, but now the shoulder breaker. Oh, and his face collides with the barricade. Lethal, double leg takedown, and the palm strikes once again. Big Uranagi. Got a 10, punch to the back of the head now on Lethal with a big, face buster. Mamba's being just dismantled here. Face first into the post. We need to get back in the ring here, guys. Mamba might be willing, might be willing to take that count out. But count of 17, and he's on the top rope. Diving to the outside with a phenomenal forearm. Sends him back to the ring as he's looking for it. One last move here to end the match. The elbow drop lands. Could that be it? Only a 2 count. Once again, Mamba at a loss for words here. Doesn't know what exactly to do, but he's going to drop another elbow, but nobody home. Oh, Lethal with a big knee to the face. That knee to the face busted Mamba open too. Oh, quick roll up though by Lethal this time. 1, 2, no. Takes him down with that lariat once again. Now Mamba fights back a little more. Oh, he tried to go under. Lethal stopped him. Now the palm strikes again. Mamba though shoulder breakers him. Lift him back up. He's going to go for that. I think he's going to go for that fireman carry. No, turns around for the lariat to the back of the head. Elbow drop to the back. Mamba's not done. Flips him over now. Snaps the neck, and now he's got him where he needs him for that elbow drop. Once again, the neck snap is trying to wear him down, but he might be wearing himself out a little too much. As we're going to see this fireman carry, I think. No, turns him around. We're going to see the bitter end here. Plants him down. Covers. 1, 2, 3. A long and hard-fought victory for Mamba here tonight. What a match to start off Legacy here.
Here is your winner, Macho.
Mamba's showing those battle scars that he's got from this match, and he's wearing them with pride and passion here. He wants that X Division title back, and he's showing it right now by winning a match like that. But next up on the agenda, we have women's action. Here we go.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from New York, Akira Sonya.
Hikari Saito making her way to Legacy again here tonight as I think this is her first match as an official member of the roster for this brand, at least. I think she had a couple matches from Legacy and Future Foundation before she was drafted officially here. Or maybe she's been on this brand longer than I remember. I don't know. Either way, she's here. She currently has a win-loss record of... I don't have her name listed in the win-loss record. What? What the hell? Okay, whatever. Here comes the women's briefcase holder, Alice Howell.
And from Melbourne, Australia, Alice Howell.
She's held that briefcase since defeating Eden for the briefcase on an episode of Legacy. But she has an opportunity to cash in that briefcase whenever she pleases. But of course, she's going to have to wait until Sami Stone comes to the arena. Sami Stone playing it smart. If she's not on the card, she's not sticking around. I guess Alice will have a shot at cashing in if she wants to. By, of course, going to management and cashing in for a guaranteed matchup whenever she chooses. Or she could just attack Sami whenever Sami has a matchup and can cash in, of course. Start things off. Saito went for that knee and got blocked with absolute force. That is Alice. I don't know what to say. Yeah, hello. Holy shit. Alice with the elbows to the stomach. Grabs Akira. Nope. Reversal. Gets the grounding kicks. But, oh, Alice with a big forearm in return. Alice with suplex number 1, but a variation we have not seen her use before, that tornado snap suplex. Saito with a headbutt. Jawbreaker by Howell. Catches that body blow with a body blow of her own, and now kick to the leg. And to the chest, leg, and then chop again. Straight into a Regalplex. What an opportunity this is for Saito here to beat the Money in the Bank briefcase holder for one, but misses the elbow drop. As I was saying though, a former world champion, Alice Howell has now Torture Rack just drops her, and a big senton. Straight up to her feet, but gets sent to the ropes, over the ropes, sorry. On suplex number 2 coming the way, but it's a back suplex onto the apron. And a belly-to-belly overhead on the floor for number 3. Saito not trying to be on the other end of a suplex again as she sets her for a butterfly suplex and a second one. They're tied for suplexes now, and the face buster. Referee trying to reprimand them, getting them back in the ring. Trying his best to get them back in the ring, but these two are not trying to get back in at the moment. As Alice with a big punch to the stomach now sends her back in the ring. Oh, count of 6 as she gets in the ring and immediately gets clotheslined back over the rope. Alice frustrated, not even getting back in the ring for the second shot, as now the brainbuster on the knee. Alice misses that clothesline, but catches her. No, boot to the gut. Catches her again, and oh, into the corner of the table. Saito taunting when she probably shouldn't. Alice is telling her to get back in the ring, and she's refusing, so Alice is going to have to come out and get her. Sending her back inside. And once again, Alice taunting or getting distracted just as she was about to get in the ring. Alice is not on her A game tonight. Regalplex for a second time, but a rope break very clearly as Akiri takes control of the suplexes for the time being. As an exploder evens up the score 4-4. And now the fallaway slam almost sends her out of the ring. Just tossing her around the ring, trying whatever she can to get back into the matchup properly. And it's weird saying that about Alice because she is usually a very dominant force in the ring. As now, German suplex sends her across for number 6. We're going to see a face buster here, I think. On a big enziguri by Saito, trying to take back in the control as these repeated kicks to the back and stomach. Now the head. Jeez, real repeated kicks to the head. Alice needs to get off the mat and get back in this one. The down kick gets blocked as Alice punch to the stomach. And now, oh, a big suplex for number 7. That was a choke toss suplex. Another variation we don't see her do very often. A big body slam on the floor and follows with an elbow drop. Lifts up Howell. Tries to do something, but Howell reverses, and they just reverse back and forth. Howell with the belly to belly. Number 8. Sends her back into the ring now. Tried to charge her again as Alice was aware of the situation. Number 9 with that back suplex. Pop up. Gut wrench German for number 9. Cover. 1, 2, no. Uncharacteristically, Alice going to the top. Big elbow drop to the back. And number 10, the Olympic slam. 1, 2, no. Not enough. Oh, roundhouse on again. Cover. 1, 2, no. This is only the second match of the night. Just imagine what we're going to see with 3 more matches. Saito with that knee strike, but gets caught with a shoulder breaker as Alice goes straight after that left arm. The body blow gets reversed with a knee strike. Is now Saito with the deal. The fisherman driver. Shortstop knees to the top. Kiri with the frog splash. And I rate that one 5 stars as she goes back to the top again. Another one. Alice gets out of the way from that stomp. Lowering elbows now. Saito with the key crusher for a second time. A quick roll up by Howell. 1, 2, no. Lifts her back up after she dodged that enziguri attempt, but needed the gut once again. Saito keeps on the offensive, keeps reversing everything she's got coming at her. She gets the reversals. Up to her feet, Alice catches her. Oh, the jawbreaker. Jumps her away. Saito waiting across the ring for Alice to get up to her feet in the corner. She charges in, double knees to the back. Gut, ducks under, sweeps the leg. Oh, drop kick to the back though by Howell. Cover to the face. Howell with that knee to the gut. And the exploder suplex for number 11. Cover. 1, 2, no. Low kick to the back is now lifting her up. Turns her around. Olympic slam for a second time. 12 total. 1, 2, no. Again, a kick out at 2. How much more can she take in this matchup? Oh, the senton gets reversed. Oh, that needed the gut. Kick to the chest. Elbow to the head. Boot to the gut. Well, the chest, and now the meteora. Cover now by Saito. 1, 2, 3. Saito has just defeated the women's Velocity X briefcase holder. And that was no easy fight on either side.
Here is your winner, Akira Sonya.
We're going to move on, though, to our next match. Here we go. Kate Whitaker making her way to the ring here first.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Chelsea, England, Kay Whitaker.
Kate Whitaker, former tag team champion, and she makes her way to the ring here tonight. I want to thank our partners as she makes her way to the ring. Of course, I want to thank our partners Joshi Star Wrestling, Battlefront Industry, LGF, FIC, and WPW. I think that's all of them. Plus, I want to, announce here, if you haven't seen it or heard it already, VPW has entered a partnership with the Takedown Network, and Takedown Network will be bringing in 2 shows from their group to participate in the X Cup this year for the Revolt Network World Championships. And the hardcore champion, Ashley Rain, making her way to the ring here.
The hardcore champion, Ashley Rain.
Ashley Rain has defended that title successfully multiple times already, but tonight the title's not on the line. However, these two are no strangers to each other. As last time Ashley Rain was officially signed to VPW, her last matches in VPW, Kate Whitaker saved her from an attack after the match. But since the last time we saw Ashley, she's changed quite a bit. She's gotten, well, a lot more experience in the ring. The last time these two fought, there were different people as a whole, and now we're going to see them face off here for the first time ever as the Tornado DDT by Whitaker to start the match off. Follows up with that neck breaker, and Kate issued the challenge. She said, if I'm able to defeat you here tonight, I want a shot at that hardcore championship. And I don't know if Ashley ever really accepted it, but there's a possibility we could be seeing that match at Wrestle Wars. As the neck breaker drops Kate down. Brings her up to her feet. Whitaker dodges that punch, gets an elbow to the face. Speaking of elbows, some elbows to the gut of Kate. Blocks that forearm attempt. Whitaker, back elbow gets blocked this time. The elbow to the face works from Ashley. Snapmare takedown, followed with the neck snap by Rain. Perfectly done. Whitaker reverses, brings the kick to the stomach. And the neck breaker again. Whitaker waiting for her to get up to her feet, grabs her by the wrist, pulls her in for that suplex. And now gonna stomp on the hand. The fingies are in danger. Now the arm in danger as she just dropped the knee on it. Kate gets caught with the forearm smash, and Ashley with a boot to the gut. Sends her into the ropes. Whitaker drops down. Leapfrogs. Pop-up kick to the stomach. And Rain, wheelbarrow DDT. Cover attempted now. One. Hello. Once again, Rain has Kate down on the mat, and this time she's going for this knee bar of sorts. Take out the leg, a very smart idea. I mean, there might not be a large size difference between the two, but there's enough of a difference that Ashley is a smart person for going after the legs. As Whitaker up to the top rope, too far away, changes her mind. Slam on the floor by Rain and follows with a knee drop, but nobody home. Big single leg drop kick. Rain with the jawbreaker though. Face buster. With a flatliner more so as Rain tries to follow up. Sends her back in the ring now. I don't understand why Kate went over to the corner, seeing her opponent getting back in the ring, and decided she wanted to take a break. As Kate shoves her away, Rain, of course, like I said, no stranger to Kate Whitaker. They do have some history here in Vpw, not a lot. Of course, like I said, they've never had a match until here. But that doesn't mean they have no history. They've, of course, like I said, a mild relationship from when Kate saved her from multiple attacks. Diamond cutter though by Whitaker. Sweeps the leg, does Rain. Goes for the cover, one. Only a one count. Kate, a former tag champion, and Ashley. Oh, super kick though. Into the straight jacket German with a bridge. 1, 2, no. As I was saying, Ashley, as she's on the verge of possibly losing here, she's a former women's champion. Oh, the double stomp, nobody home. Kate catches her. As she tried to charge her, she caught her with a grapple, but wasn't enough. Elbow to the face as I think she was going for over the rainbow. Sends her in the rope. Oh, kick to the gut, reverses, dodges that forearm, chop to the chest. Strikes just keep coming. They're not allowing any offense. The cradle tombstone. Oh, quick roll up though by Rain. 1, no. Kate charges for the tornado DDT. Kate standing her ground, but gets caught with a boot to the face. Sent into the ropes now. Rain, leapfrog, tries to charge in, but gets caught with some kicks to the leg by Kate. Blocks the chop, forearm to the face again. Chop gets blocked this time. Kate putting her on the ropes here. Big forearm smash, and oh, she's gonna choke her on the top rope. Big chop back. Clotheslines are down. And once again, Kate gets caught for a third clothesline as she staggers into the corner. What the hell? Oh, big forearm to the face or to the chest as Rain up to the second rope. Oh, a swinging neck breaker from the middle rope. 1, 2, no. Kate back up, but got caught, sent to the ropes. Big back elbow. Kate's still fighting as Ashley frustrated. She can't keep her down, sends her into the corner. Big back elbow, it's a Giri combination. And a big right again. Sends her to the floor as Kate Whitaker taking a breather in the corner, shaking off the rust a little bit here. Sends her back in as she just wanted that little bit of damage done from the fall to the floor. This is the stop. Oh, back elbows and the strikes keep coming. Butterfly. Wait a minute. Oh, what the hell was that? A package. I don't know. I don't know what to call it. A package DDT. I don't know. Double Dr. Bombs, and Kate lifts Rain up, back elbows, and the punch this time reversed. Suplex. No. Kate drops down behind, chop blocks the knee. Misses that drop kick though as Ashley has an opportunity. Oh, wait a minute. Takes out the knee. Kate Whitaker, big leg drop as Rain still on the mat. As I say it though, she gets lifted back up to her feet. Snapdragon suplex with a bridge, but a rope break. Rain to the top for that double foot stomp. Plants the boots into the sternum. Taking too much time here. Cover though. 1, 2. No, Rain's able to kick out at 2. Rain with the forearm. Catches her Irish whip to the ropes. Drops down. German suplex of her own. Bridging pin. 1, 2. No. Super kick, straight jacket, German suplex again with a bridge, but a rope break this time. Oh no. Whitaker, the double stomp to the floor. But Ashley with the leg sweep. Absolutely just said, fuck your finish. As the suplex once again attempted, Kate once again taking out the knee. Kate gets caught as she got in the ring, waist lock. Sends her into the ropes. Back elbows are down, and Ashley has her in position. But she's not going for it. She's going to continue some offense here. Big forearm to the face. Trying to keep Kate down, but Ashley can't seem to keep her on the mat long enough for her to do anything big. Forearm to the face, chop, and the forearm again, chop again, Jesus. Carmen carry, but no, Kate drops down. Dragon suplex in the middle. And a 3 count off that dragon suplex. Kate Whitaker defeating the Hardcore Champion, giving her her first loss since returning to VPW. There you see it, that dragon suplex dropping her straight on her neck. Steals the victory.
Here is your winner, Kay Whitaker.
Congrats are in order for Kate Whitaker on this win. A big opportunity ahead of her if she's able to convince Ashley after a showing like that she deserves the Hardcore Championship matchup. I gotta change that victory motion, she's too short. Now on to our next match, our co-main event for the night as a debut in order.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Kobe, Japan, weighing in at 190 pounds.
Aerodynamic making his debut here tonight. The fuck was that? Anyways, Aerodynamic debuting here. Facing off against the X Division champion, Hunter. Speaking of that X Division title, as we saw earlier tonight, Mamba defeating Ray Lethal, so we could very well be seeing Mamba taking on Hunter once again for the title. X Division champion Hunter makes his way down the ramp here. If that is his real name, of course.
From New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 220 pounds, the Impact Champion, Gentleman Hunter.
It's always interesting when you have these debuting stars facing off against champions or well-established competitors in general, as it could always lead to an upset, or, I mean, what you could consider an upset in this kind of environment, a matchup where the champion could possibly lose, and a non-title match could lead to a title match for the challenger. Here we go. Charges at Hunter, but Hunter prepared for it. Goes for the German suplex possibly, but gets caught with an elbow, and he rolls out of the way. Catches him with a kick to the gut. It's on the apron, but changes his mind. Big round kick to the stomach again. Yes, there is. Oh, the face buster. Hunter sends him to the floor. Oh, tried to catch him off guard, but got caught with that punch and sweeps the leg though as he tried for the kick. Looks like Dynamic here might already be showing signs of bruising on his face. Irish whip into the ropes. Big round kick, Jesus. Hunter gets lifted up, waist locks him into a big neck breaker. Oh, catches the boot as he tried to kick him in the head from the ground. Oh, big elbows, he leaped into it. Oh, Spanish fly, Jesus Christ. Shooting star, but the knees were up. Hunter putting an end to the flurry of offense as now waits for him to stand in the corner. Big leg lariat in the corner. DDTs him down. He's slowing the match back down. Dynamic tried to charge at him. He ducked under with that drop kick, sends him into the ropes. Big spine buster by the champion as he covers him. One. No. Irish whip into the ropes. Cartwheels away and a drop kick. Well, Dynamic tried to run around him, but oh no, Hunter. Oh, the face buster on the floor this time. Hunter tried for possibly a springboard, got caught, and now the drop kick to the head as he was able to recover a little bit. Dynamic sends him, no, brings him back into that lariat. Well, the leg lariat is now Hunter back up to his feet. Fireman carry has him up. Guillotine on the top rope. Jesus, he flipped completely over from that. The face busted open by Hunter. Oh, misses that rounding kick. It's a geary to the head. Jesus. Trying to open him up some more. Oh, kick to the face though, Dynamic. Ground kick, has him. For the snap suplex, pulls him for the cover. One, and only a 1 count. Hunter back up though, catch. Oh, got him with the elbow though. Ducks under, gets the head scissors, locked in, and the takedown. DDT's the champion down as Dynamic, staying on top for the most part as Hunter out to the ring. Tope to the outside. That step up tope by Aerodynamic, and he's living up to his namesake. But Hunter trying to put him back on the ground. Oh, the big boot block. Caught him with those strikes. Forearm to the faces. The faces, yeah. Big forearm misses though. Flatliners him down. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, no. Hunter with the Fisherman Brainbuster. Dynamic back up. Sling blades him down. Lifts him up. Big ground kick. Going for that snap suplex once again, and he hits it. No float over into the pin this time, though. Oh, moves out of the way of the stomp. Hunter with a big lariat. Kick to the gut for the ataxia. 1, 2, no, not enough. Crosses the gut by Dynamic. Judo throws him over. Oh, Hunter right back up though. Oh, wait a minute. Dynamic to the back. Waistlock, no, elbow to the face. Hunter now with a float over suplex. It's just a snap suplex. He didn't float over for it, but whatever. Fisherman Brain Buster. Oh, the champion to the top for the Swanton Bomb. He's got a lot left in the tank, and I don't know how much more Dynamic has here in his debut. Dynamic with the jawbreaker on the champ. Hunter gets caught with that rounded kick. Sling blade down to the mat once more. And now knuckle lock into the monkey flip. And the champion once again having to go to the outside as the step up. Tope lands for a second time. Hunter dodges the kick, and now, oh, the big board buster on the floor. Goes out of the way, the Rana attempt, flips him back over, and a drop kick to the back of the neck. Dynamic tried to do something, gets caught with an STO now. Sending Dynamic back in the ring. Hunter on the apron, going to the top rope for the elbow drop. Once again, the elbow drop continuing to land flush across the chest. Jawbreaker though by Dynamic as he's trying to get back into this. Oh, the big boot! Straight to the face! And it busted him open. I think he might have caught him on the nose. Hunter disoriented here, doesn't know what to do. Irish whip into the ropes. Barrel roll leg sweep does not affect him for some reason. Head scissors takedown. DDTs him once again. As the champion rolls to the outside, gets on the apron and gets back in the ring, but he just needed that momentary release. As that round kick to the face. Hunter's in trouble here. Lifts him up. Discus right to the face. But he's back in with that shoulder breaker. Even if it's temporary, let's see the cover. Could that be it? 1, 2, no. Oh, misses that drop kick. Dynamic hits the one of his own. Hunter caught by the legs. The leg drop to the inner thighs. Dynamic covers. 1, 2, no. Hunter with a kick out at 2. And once again, he keeps going to the outside. Dynamic tope again. Third time, still working just as effectively. This is that Shining Wizard attempt, though, as Hunter brings him down to the floor. Oh, and twists the neck. Dynamic could be done for after that neck snap. Now he's back up with an elbow. Kick to the thigh. Hunter with a forearm, turns him around. Awful waffle on the way. Lands him down. Cover. 1, 2, 3. The champion gets a win here. And the awful waffle was all it took.
Here is your winner, Gentleman Hunter.
That pump, big boot to the face or kick to the face, whatever you want to call it, because he's not wearing boots, really did some damage to Hunter's face, but not enough to make him lose the match here tonight. But we got one more match on the way. He's got scars all over his body, bruises all over his body from the kicks and strikes of all sorts. Now we move on to our main event. Wait, hold on. I don't remember which one I did. I might have messed up, and I'll just do this one because I don't remember. Wait, why can't I add 2 managers? Oh, I clicked 1, that's why. I'm stupid. See, I wasn't paying attention. That's my fault. Damn it. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Why does pressing back 1 time lead to it going all the way back there? Fuck it. I don't care. If he doesn't have the outfit on the way he's supposed to, I don't care anymore. Nope, almost forgot.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, weighing in at 265 pounds, the Psycho, Hunter Quinn.
The Clergy making their way to the ring here tonight. The three members representing once again being Hunter, Wells, and Hannibal. As Hunter sends them in, well, Hunter and Trevor get sent to the ring by Wells.
Now we're talking.
So far in this rivalry, we've seen the Clergy sweep the floor with the opposition. But tonight, Brandon's getting a shot at the guys, or at least one of the guys that attacked him weeks ago, to get him out of that matchup on Legacy against Justice Stone. He's going to be fighting the guy in the middle. And now on the ramp, we're going to see the world champion. As I failed to mention earlier, though, the former world champion, Hunter Quinn, all a part of the other side of this matchup.
And his opponent from Arkham, Massachusetts, weighing in at 236 pounds, the world champion, Brandon Alexander.
Speaking of world champions, or former world champions, I should say, not only is Brandon the current champion, Hunter the former champion, but he's currently flanked by two former world champions, Justice Stone and the almighty old one, Joe Blade. The only person in this matchup, whether being in the match or outside as management, that has not been a world champion here is Trevor Hannibal. Another fun fact, if you will, if you want to call it fun, about this matchup is that Jacob Wells has teamed with not just about every single person in this match he's teamed with. Hunter immediately charges with that clothesline and misses, but he gets Brandon as he got back up to his feet. Fireman carries him, guillotine on the top rope. Wells is celebrating that attempt as Brandon got the reversal. Brandon gets to the corner but gets caught with a boot. Double leg takedown. I can't see what's happening. Thank you for the camera change. The palm strikes as Wells yelling at some fans and to Trevor Hannibal blankly staring directly at Brandon Alexander. He's not, I was going to say he's not doing anything over there, but he did just clap for him. Hunter with a powerbomb. Stone taking a page out of Wells' book, though. I don't know if how many people caught it, but Wells in the last time and during this entrance wore that Top Guns hoodie as a taunt to Justice Stone. And this week, Stone wearing that shirt that says The Frick, another former tag name of Stone and Wells. Hunter sent Brandon to the floor. Brandon walking towards the other members of Clergy. That's a dangerous game to play there. Oh. They keep getting closer and closer, and as you see on the other side, Joe Blade getting right up in the face of Hunter Quinn here. And Hunter walking and taunting directly in the face of Stone, and Brandon using that distraction to do that tope over the top rope, and I don't know how much he got of it, but he got enough. Oh, wait a minute. Trevor Hannibal charged to the other side of the ring. As all the ringside managers trying to stay uninvolved in this match, only there to serve as security. Hunter sending Brandon back in the ring now as, once again, like I said, everyone avoiding actual physical confrontation with the managers. Going with a quick roll up. Cover. One only. Double leg takedown and the hammer fist to Brandon, the world champion. Took that title off of Matsuda Tanaka after Kingdom went off the air. Oh, Hunter busting him open. And he's trying to continue to open up the face. Jesus Christ, man. This is disgusting. Brandon finally fighting back. Of course, Brandon not showing it right now, but he is badly damaged still from that attack. The right arm got put into a car door and smashed. There you see, he went for the left arm. When he went for that move, he used the left arm, and it did not work out. As Hunter top mount into the punches again. Decimation is what I could call what's happening right now. Oh, and there he goes, right after that right arm. Drops down, and again, like I said earlier, he's trying to use that other arm, the one that's not injured, and it's affected his ability to hit maneuvers twice now. Wait a minute, Quinn out of the ring in the face of two other former clergy members as they get out of the way as much as they possibly can. Brandon tried, but oh, the lariat. Quinn waits for Brandon to get back in the ring. Brandon catches him. Gutbuster on the knee. There's that corkscrew moonsault again, and a second time to follow it up. But a kick to the head knocks him back down. Cover now by Quinn. Only getting a 2 count. Quinn thought he's beaten him senseless just enough. And Brandon seems to be fired up once again as he's got a European uppercut as he hits all the buckles on the way down. Has him up on the shoulder, but just drops him on the top rope. And now Brandon throwing those punches, but with the weaker arm. A pile driver. Shining Wizard. Covered by Alexander, the champion. 1, 2, no. Brandon lifts him up. Sends him to the ropes now. Into the face buster. We could be on a verge of a comeback from Brandon. Has him up on the top rope. Or not has him up on the top rope. He's on the top rope is what I meant to say. Has him right where he wants him though as he's going to go for this dive. The drop kick reversed. Oh my God. Wait a minute. He charged in for that tiger bomb. The GTS. Sherman suplex with the bridge. 1, 2, no. Win with the boot to the gut, catches him on the shoulders. Fireman carry brings him to the other side. Snake eyes on the buckle. Win looking to end this one. The Omega driver. Oh, Brandon reversed it. Enziguri. Brandon could be on the verge of a victory. Boot to the jaw. Lifts him up once again. No reversal. He takes out the knee. Oh, and a big knee to the head. 1, 2, no. Somehow still not enough as Brandon tries to get away and gets sent to the floor right in front of the waiting arms of Jacob Wells and Trevor Hannibal, but referee not turning a blind eye here. He stays in the matchup. Look at that suplex. Alexander though, the corkscrew moonsault lands. Flips him over now. And a little payback from earlier, that stop to the arm. Brandon has to retreat as Alexander to the top rope. Missile drop kick once again, blocks and his leg got caught on the apron on the way down. Oh, Brandon though with the elbows. Follows with the Northern Light suplex. Brandon's got him. Never mind. I thought he was going to do a springboard, but he changed his plan here. It's sent to the rope. Drops down. Ducks under. No reversal. Reversal back. Irish whips him into the corner now. Hunter taking his time. Twin Tree of Woe to Brandon. What is this? Oh, the backstabber. Half Nelson suplex though by Alexander as he's trying to get back in. Oh, but the punch to the stomach. Fireman carries him up. Brandon caught on the rope again. Wait a minute, quick roll up by Alexander. 1, 2, no. Blocks that clothesline once again. Tried for the GTS, I think, but Hunter caught him. Snap suplexes him down. Now Quinn quickly climbs to the top. And the awesome splash. 1, 2, no. Breaks the eyes, goes for the German, but no, Brandon stops him, punch to the back, pulls him in, but no, Hunter with a forearm to the face. Hunter with a half and half of his own. Boot to the gut, Tiger Bomb. And a mega driver blocked again, and Zagiri once again. Quinn having to get out of the ring here. Brandon, the forearm to the outside. Fisherman suplex on the challenger, Hunter Quinn. Dire straits. But he gets Brandon back in the ring, and Joe Blade right in front of him. No concern on the face of Hunter Quinn. Brandon, though, Samoan drops him down. Sends him over the ropes. Oh, the big Enziguri gets reversed this time. Reverses the stop. Catches Hunter. Quinn gets caught with a gutbuster once again. While taking out the knee here. Drops him on the knee. Into the dragon screw. Into the corkscrew moonsault. Brandon could be thinking some old classics. The shooting star press. 1, 2, no. Quinn back up to his feet. Just in time to get caught with that flurry of offense by Alexander. But once again, reverses that GTS attempt. Oh, and a big rounding punch there. Quinn back in control. It's like the air was just sucked out of the arena the moment he got back in control. The fans were firmly behind Brandon. And now Quinn to the top. Dangerous thing to do here. Quinn from the top of the clothesline to the floor. Once again, going back after the arm, damaging that shoulder even more. Oh, misses the knee strike. Brandon tried for a punch, but got caught with a forearm. Oh, and the big left. Brandon getting back in the ring now. Or not Brandon, Hunter. Sorry. Caught with those, the knee breakers there. I don't think at this point there's much Brandon can do to get rid of the offense that's being placed on him. Oh, wait a minute. He got a random kick to the gut and the Shining Wizard. Hunter could be in danger for a second time. We see it. GTS, German suplex. 1, 2, 3. Brandon picks up the win. Finally, someone has tried and succeeded to defeat the Clergy in this series of matches we've been seeing between these two sides.
Here is your winner, Brandon Alexander.
Big congrats are in order as you see the other members of Clergy frustrated on the outside, and I'm sure Justice Stone and Joe Blade are very, very happy about the outcome of this one. However, I want to thank once again our partners, Joshi Star Wrestling, Battlefront Industry, LGF, WPW, and FIC. Check them all out, and I want to thank you all for watching, checking in whenever you do. Thank you, and good night.